Hello, everybody. Back here again for another vlog a day. And today is Tuesday, the 12th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day today. Weather was great. It was just a beautiful, beautiful day. So, got this morning fairly early. Got around, had to get up and get around going before the dog got dropped off because I'm watching the dog now most weekdays. So, went ahead, basically was able to head out and got in the hot tub in the morning before they got here. I was able to chill out there for a little bit in the hot tub, not as long as I normally would because the dog was coming, so I had to get dressed and get ready to meet the people. So they brought their dog in. Dog's doing good. Everything's great there. Everything's going well. We got a couple other dogs here that just they're getting along fine. It's all easy peasy. My lovely bride got up. She got around. She headed off to work. She had so much stuff to get caught up on, all the stuff when she was gone for the week. So it definitely is a big deal there. So she went ahead and she headed off. I got a few things around the house done, played with the dogs, all that good fun stuff. Reached out to my buying agent for real estate and gave her a list of 3 houses I'd like to look at, and told her, basically the times. I said I'm free all day, just kind of need to know what it is. And then she reached back and said, we got the 3, if this works for you, like 7 something this morning, and it was like these times. And I'm like, yeah, I can make it work. And then like 20 minutes later I text her and goes, well, if you haven't got them booked yet, it'd be much easier for me because I had another opportunity. Somebody wanted me to go pick a dog up and drop the dog off, and other drop offs all kind of landed about the same damn time. So I'm like, if it's possible, would you be able to move it to tomorrow instead? And then didn't hear from her for like 5.5, 6 hours, which was the whole thing of like, well, I guess it's off. I don't know if it's on or off because she didn't even let you know that it was actually on. She's supposed to let you know if she got the appointments to see him and stuff. So I'm just going with the concept of like, I don't know if I have to see houses or not, and it is what it is. So just kind of let it go. Dog's getting dropped off. It's all good. Everything was going fine. Gave back the one daycare dog. He went home, went for my run, got kind of good fun stuff done, got my shower, and then got a text like an hour, not even before the first appointment was to see the house, was like, hey, we're still on. I'm like, are we? Because it's been like 6 hours and like I didn't know what's going on. Is that weird? God damn it. Like, I don't know. She doesn't check her text, and it just drives me crazy. It's like you'll text her something and then she doesn't read them. If you text her something, then text her something else before she responds to the first one, she decides to never respond to the second one for some reason, and then claims it isn't there. She even showed me one time. She's like, you never sent me that. And I'm like, yeah, I did. I said, mine, I went through, but she goes, yeah. She scrolls up. It's like, see, it was right here. I never got it. I'm like, it's right there below it. And she's looking at her phone. She goes, oh, I guess I didn't see that part. And I'm like, when you're pointing out to me that you never got the text and you're showing me on your phone, you might want to take the time to look and see it's there before you are proving me wrong that I didn't send it. And I'm like, it's right there, but it is what it is. So called up my people and I'm like, hey, this is last minute crazy market, trying to look at some houses and stuff. Is there any possible way you can drop the dog off before or after this time frame and stuff to make this work? Both of them were super cool. One was like, yeah, happily, no problem at all. I'm at work right now, so I can't drop him off early, but I will bring him over later. So instead of dropping the dog off like 5:30, she dropped the dog off like 6:45, which worked out flawlessly. Although she didn't text me on the way over, and we were eating dinner, and I was like, I'd forgot. I didn't know exactly when she was coming. She showed up like 6:54, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, they pulled in the driveway, so it's all good. But it's a dog I watch all the time. Super easy drop off. It's easy peasy. It's all great. So got that done. The other dog, he agreed to come over and drop the dog off early, which worked out splendidly well. Got the dog dropped off. Everything was good there. Got them all settled in. Everybody was good. Left my mom here with the dogs. I went to go look at the houses. My wife was still at work, so I jumped on the motorcycle, headed over to look at them, because I'll know when I walk into a house if it's going to work. I'm much more likely to say this won't work for these reasons. She's more like, I just need a house. We need to get into another house so I can move my father down and give him our house. So she's a little more like, just take anything, and I'm more like, that's not gonna work for me. I'm not spending $370,000 on a house your father can move into our house. That isn't gonna work for us. Like, that makes no sense at all. I'm willing to go up some things I can't. Looked at the first house, well maintained. The owner was there also. She was the agent, couldn't figure out the code. She didn't know the code and stuff. Didn't have a box and trying to figure out how to get the house, and apparently didn't save the text message or didn't. I don't know what the heck it was. She's gonna just call him instead of getting the code before she got there. She didn't, and nobody thinks to go knock on the door because she have a showing and didn't say there may be somebody here. So we walked around the yard as she's trying to figure it out. So we walked around and stuff, go out and look at the house and stuff, look at the yard and so on and so forth. And then basically she started punching the code in the door. And as she opens the door up, a lady comes walking up. And I'm like, what the fuck? It scared the hell. It's the second time it's happened to us now with her. and it's weird 'cause it's never happened to any other agent I've ever dealt with, and it's happened twice with her, so I'm not sure what's up with it. We had an appointment scheduled for 5:20 that turned into 5:15, and the lady's like, "That's fine. I don't get off work till 5 o'clock, so I won't be home or something." I'm like, "But you're home already." It didn't make sense. So she was there. So now I have this owner walk around like showing us the house, and it feels weird. So it's kind of strange. So she put the dogs up and stuff and whatnot, and they're in the crates, and the dogs which apparently the dogs weren't in the crates. So had she not got home from work at 5, like we would have walked in at the dogs that were loose that could have got the door and stuff, and I'm like, it's a pit bull and stuff. I'm like, there was 2 dogs there. I know the one was a pit, that was a mix, I'm not sure it was, but I'm like, most people want to know there's dogs loose in the house when you come in, showing it's just it's a mess. But the house is well maintained, really well appointed and stuff, but it's just a horrible layout. Like, it's just all wrong. Like, the kitchen's way back in the back, and there's like a weird dining room, and you have like a hallway and a bedroom and stuff. Then this really super long, narrow like living room. Then you got like the front foyer, then another bedroom. It was a horrible layout for the house. It was nothing I could work with. And from the master, there was no exit outside. There was a lot of problems, and just couldn't work, and the yard wasn't great. It was just, there was a lot of issues there. So I went ahead and said, even though they're like very motivated to sell, whatever it sounds like, they're wanting to move out, but yeah, it's not gonna work for us. So went to the second one. While at the second one, my wife got off work, and we were talking and stuff and whatnot, and I'm like, "Hey, cool, whatever, this is where we're at, come look at it." And the house was cute from the front, really cute. Pool, yard was crap. The pool sits right dead center in the middle of the yard. There's like no grass anywhere, hardly. It's a tiny little yard. Decent layout. There was nowhere like a front gate like for the dogs, which I really kind of need, but it is what it is. Was able to go ahead and, I don't know, looked in the house, and the people haven't been there not very long. They've been there less than 2 years. They've tried to do a bunch of work, and they done wrong. Like, the flooring's all the way down. It's cheap junk flooring, and it's garbage. Like, it's not even put together right. It's awful. The bathroom in the main bathroom for the house has like a clawfoot tub, and it's all chipped up and just gross. And there's like, they tried to like prime it to like, I don't know, roll-on Rust-Oleum primer on the outside or something, and no shower curtain, no shower head, no nothing there. So it's just a bathtub only, which my mom would never use. And you just have to use our bathroom, which you don't want to deal with. It's all a whole hassle factor. The kitchen in the photos were blue, like it looked like a newer updated kitchen, like a blue kitchen, and it's not somehow. I don't know, they use like a Photoshop thing. It was like a colored gel for their flash. I don't know, because it's black. They're painted black, and they're awful. They're just junk and garbage. The one bedroom has no carpet at all. It's awful. It's bad. The pool had been recoated, and it was converted to salt water, which is what I would like to have. Cool. But there's no like fencing around it, so I can't keep the dogs out of it. You have to do all that kind of work, and the deck's not there, so it's a lot of work there. And it's also $370,000. It was $380,000. They lowered it to $370,000, and I'm like, I might be interested in this house at $300,000, but nobody's coming down $70,000 more, even though they only paid $225,000 for it less than 2 years ago and have done nothing to it except, in my case, I believe hurt the value. They put like wallpaper on everything. There was a lot of issues. Could have possibly worked for us at $300,000. I might have considered it, but that's the most I'd want to spend on it. So we're kind of out on that one too. Went and looked at the third house. Wife met us over there and stuff. She were hanging, and they were working on it. And oh my God, that house is so filthy. They're still painting it. The paint's wet, stinks like paint in there. The house is gross. The air filter that was there, it was like in the garage. They taken it out and like left it open. So now they're running their air conditioning system with an open vent, and just all the dust and the work they're doing stuff's going into the A-frame coil, which is horrible in the furnace, and the walls and just the doors and stuff are just fucking gross. Oh my God, they were so gross. And they're asking like $310 or some shit for this house. And no, that house and the shape it's in is like, no, it doesn't work. And also, I thought it said corner lot. We looked it back up. It says corner facing lot. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Like, my house faces a corner. It's just 5 houses down. Like, I don't understand why you would put that in there. It's weird layout, and it was not a good layout of the house. It was just gross. Why you would have showings when the house looks like this, and the paint jobs they were trying to put on it were like awful. So it's actually worse than not painting it, because you're putting shitty paint on. The people who are there still painting it, just doing a lousy job with cheapest like Walmart paint you can buy, and it's not going to hold up. It's going to fall. It's going to flake. It's going to be worse. It's just, that house needed $100,000 remodel, needed a lot of work, and it just, the backyard was not everything. That was one I was like, I looked at my wife and said, don't touch nothing. Like, the doors were open because I had the windows open and stuff, trying to get the vents through. Still the air conditioning running. Makes no sense. But we're trying to go in there, so I said, don't touch anything in this house. Like, don't touch nothing. So that house was 100% out. So go down there, headed back to the house. Basically, it was good. Talked to the dog stuff, and it was great. We had dinner. They dropped off their dog. Went splendidly well. And then basically kind of chatted a little bit throughout the day. and ended up out in the evening out here on the patio, have myself a nice cigar, gorgeous weather, and just relaxing and enjoying the day. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Oh, I almost forgot. I also had a client who canceled her stay like partway, like halfway into the day of a 3-day stay. They wanted the thing back, and they were like throwing a fit because they wanted to, they, instead of just asking for refund or saying anything's changed, they modified the stay, which is not how you're supposed to do it. And why Rover let them do it, I don't know, because Rover didn't check me to even see if I'd watched the dog the whole time, so I don't know what that shit. But they wanted a refund. They thought they should get more money back, and they were telling me like it's my fault, and I'm like, I don't have nothing to do with it. I just watched the dog. Rover handles all the stuff. It's not me. It's 100% on Rover. I just watch the dog. You pay them. They do the refunds, the cancellations, all that crap. I don't have anything to do with it at all. And she was so pissed off. And one of those wonderful things where you're just like, my wife's named Karen also. Her name is Karen, but my wife's name with a C, hers the K, and just came off completely as a traditional Karen and earned the name. So yeah, that was fun. I spent probably, I don't know, 2.5, 3 hours dealing with that whole thing between answering text message stuff, talking to customer service and everything else, and just, all that is not worth it. And I'm gonna make like $48 off this. I was supposed to make like 130. I'm making 48 instead. So yeah, it is what it is. Now it's supposed to make 120, I guess. But I'm making 48, and I didn't watch their dogs catch her dog and so on and so forth. But so instead, I get to keep putting out these fires, and it's just amazing how they're like your policy, They're not my policy. I just agreed to, you find me through their app. That's all there is. I have nothing else to do with them. So it is what it is. But anyway, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.